Hello gamers and welcome back to The Infected. I am your host BG Shadowslay. We are going to be continuing off with our playthrough today. We're going to be trying to hit up another POI, probably, maybe doing some base building. We're not sure. There's some stuff that needs to get done. There's always stuff to get done. So let's get right to it. Get it started. I never know whether to do like a whole bunch of POIs or do some building. Kind of all depends. If you have a preference, if you like seeing one aspect more than the other, yeah, let me know. Drop me a comment. Right, and I'll try and lean more towards whatever the popular opinion or the popular demand, I guess, is. I don't really care about popular opinion or demand here anyway, because we're all about the games. But, you know, gotta give people what they want, right? And after all, you have to do it all anyway. Moving forward, there is going to be a little bit of difference in between where we left off. See, and here we are, exactly as it was. Ooh, can you guys see that? That look green to you? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, see, that one looks blue. Why does that one look green? That is so weird. I wonder if that's just the shading. Whatever. Oh, that's right. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to get some stuff out of our inventory because we have a lot of it there. And there we go. We're probably going to need to make more boxes. And so it begins. Alright. We'll just take those down. How long do I have for those? 25 minutes. Yeah, no, we're dying. Apparently. We need water. Good thing we have lots of that. We're just going to go ahead and eat one of those. 2 in the afternoon. I'm going to try and hold off actually sleeping, because sleeping burns a lot of time. In a previous video, I can't remember if it was the last one or if it was the one before that, I had mentioned that you can get health and energy back by either sitting in a chair or sleeping in a bed. The chair is much more effective. It's more efficient, and it doesn't waste nearly as much time. You can go from like 10 health to 100 in like an hour of in-game time, whereas resting in the bed, if you were that low, I'll be honest with you guys, you'd be lucky to get halfway in a single night. So there is that. But the bed is what we have for now, until we wind up building a chair, which we could probably do in the not too distant future. Probably should do, to be fair. But right now, the big concern is that we don't have any boxes and we need them. Eventually, we're going to have to make a whole bunch of them. Actually, let's check this car. No, it's still empty. So I've turned up the in-game noises a bit. I'm hoping that'll allow you guys to hear the change in music. I don't know if that's actually a problem, but we're going to try and do something about that anyway, because it's bugging me. You know, I do watch my own replays just to make sure that, you know, the noise is, like, there's nothing that shouldn't be there that's there, or, you know, that everything's coming through all right. And I've noticed it's not very easy to hear when the music changes on your end, so I turned that up. Hopefully that's doing better. Alright, so we have, yeah, we need to eat that. We need to eat that. And we need to take all of these. I'm actually going to show you something cool. We're going to cook a liver. Normally you wouldn't use a whole lot of livers in the beginning of the game, because you can make better stuff with them later. Okay. However, there is something I do want to show you in terms of. Okay, we got a couple hour, or we got an hour on that. Okay, and we do have more rocks here. We're just going to throw those in here because currently we, if you'll remember, we don't have rock bins. Should probably get on that at some point, but we don't have any yet, and we just need to start putting down some of the stuff that we need to have and don't have, and yeah, so that's probably what a lot of this episode is going to be, is just, you know, getting done the things that we need to do, you know, much as you would do in an actual survival scenario. So, you know, yay realism, I guess, maybe, possibly, I don't know. That's where we're at. I did not like that. We're going to take that. Actually, we're going to hang on to that. And that. We're going to throw all of that in the travel box. Because at a point we are going to be leaving the base and we are going to be trying to hit a POI. That is my goal. I want to do that today. However, in order to do that, we do need to line things up here at the base first. That's a primary thing. Cool. Alright, sweet. So, I told you there's some. I wanted to show you something with the liver. So you see my health bar here, there's a little heart here. And if I mouse over it, it says progress to +1 max health. Now, currently I'm at 99. I started at 100, but I'm currently at 99. And that's because I died. So we're just going to go ahead and eat that liver. And you see how there's a little bit of progress towards max stamina and max health? That's because livers do that for you. So if you find a liver, do your best to cook it up and eat it, even if you don't need it. Because currently, as the game sits, this progress does not go away. You will keep this even if you die. The same towards your thirst bar, which you can increase, and I think you can also increase your sun resistance. But yeah, all 4 of those, I don't know if you can get more to your energy or not. But yeah, it's huge. You want to try and make sure that you're staying up on that, because, you know, it's like, I think it's like 8 livers or something like that, and you will go up like a point of a point of max health, and that's big, right? You definitely want those stat ups whenever you can get your hands on them. They are big, and you want to make sure that you get them whenever you can. And it helps to mitigate the any death penalties that you incur too, because let's face it, we're not professional gamers. We're going to die from time to time, and that just helps keep you on top of that. Also, at certain points when you die, there is, like, it's more costly certain times than others. There's been times I've died, I lose 1 point, and there's other times I have died where I will lose, and in my opinion, inordinate amount of health just for dying, and there's no real rhyme or reason to it. It just seems to be random. So sometimes you're going to lose like a lot more than just 1 point of health when you die, and that really hurts. So again, you don't want to be dying all the time, but if you have to die, you want to make sure that you're trying to keep up on that max health bump, trying to eat all the livers you can, try not to waste them, because they are not the most common thing in the world, and nobody wants to hunt crocodiles 10 at a time just for 10 livers. Nobody, absolutely nobody wants that. Alright. Perfect. Cool. Okay, so once again, we're going to put our boxes back on the wagon. And there we go. And now we have like more storage than we had before. I'm going to turn this top box, I think, more into a food box. And we're going to take that with us. Yep, okay. I'm going to throw our one rock in here. And we're just going to double check what we have in the boxes. So we got bones, we got plant fiber, we need sticks. Yeah, so we're going to throw the sticks in there. And that's, remember, that's our, you know, we need a bone spear, we can make one. Right? Extra materials never hurt. What time of year is it? It is summer. So, one of the things we're going to need before winter comes, and yeah, okay, so we need to go to the left. One of the things... A little bit of free food, never hurt anybody. Sorry, one of the things we're going to need before winter comes is we are absolutely going to need to have a heater and some winter clothing. Now, I've already got the feathers that I need for that winter clothing, and that'll come in really handy later because you need feathers and plant fiber, and we have lots of plant fiber. Maybe just... yeah, there we go. We have lots of plant fiber at home, and if we don't, we can always get more by chopping down trees. That's not a problem. It's the feathers that you want to make. What is this? Like, what is this actually? This is ass. Alright, well, we need to go down this road, so looks like we're going to have to clear this road. Alright. Now, I know that we used nerd pull strats last time to clear these guys. But I'm not convinced that that's going to work every time. And we just went over how bad it is to die all the time, so... Wait, why is there a campfire in the middle of the road? That's just weird, and I will not have it. Sweet. Easy money. Ooh, iron ore. Monies. Oh, we're burdened. Okay. Give it to me. All right. Not needed. Throw that. That. And that. We'll get rid of that. And those. Okay, put those in there. Now we're going to move this, there we go. So most of the reason we're checking out this next POI is because, ooh, free feathers, yes please. That'll be good for clothing. The reason we're checking out this next POI is, number one, first and foremost, to find tech. Because we're going to need some tech before we can settle down and just start building. The other thing that we're going to need is we are going to require probably some components that we do not have. Like, we have electrical parts, but we don't have any mechanical parts. And mechanical parts are going to be a choke point for us if we don't get some. So we're going to find some. We're going to go get some. Look, a card of loot. Isn't that nice? There's some glass. Not terrible. I'll take glass. Less work that I have to do. Anything that makes it easier, right? Don't get me wrong, we're gamers. We're not exactly lazy, but we're all about efficiency. Just not stamina, apparently. I'm going to go ahead and eat that. There we go. Yeah, sure. And we'll eat one of those. Perfect. Nice and healthy. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I cooked that other meat. Oops. Speaking of efficiency, don't forget to cook your meat. I'm just saying. Awful travesty when you don't do that. Now, at this point, we're going to try and do our damnedest to loot both of these POIs over here. So this one and this one. The reason for that is because, well, the second on the road is a possible spawn location for our NPC, for Mike. Now, we are not anywhere close even to being able to heal him and fix him up, because when you find him, he's sick. But you can put him in a cart and he will stay there. Like, he's not going anywhere. I don't know if I brought enough rope. I don't think I did. I'm pretty positive I didn't. But it is what it is, and we're going to try and make the best of it. Now, this next POI that I'm going to is also a possible location for the ATV, which is a lot faster, but at the same time, I'm also not sure that that is the method that we want to go with. In my previous playthrough, where I built a base in this area, it happened to be that the ATV was here in this spot here, and the trailer for it was right there. And yeah, it was huge. It was a good find, but it was also very unfortunate because the ATV doesn't have a lot of space, right? Even with the trailer, it doesn't have a ton of space. So I was having to really make some tough decisions, and I didn't like that. But with the cart here, we should be fine. Unless I greatly miss my mark, we should be able to just cut over here. Cut over here. Come out through here. And just go down. And that... Oh, shoot. For anyone that's unsure of what I'm doing exactly here, I'm just setting up a temporary shelter. I plan on building a bed here. For the simple reason that this is a good midway point between the two POIs, and if I absolutely had to, I could ride back and forth on, like, for this route with the ATV once I get it. And as long as I'm not storing anything here that's perishable, like, I can just leave it here, right? A couple of boxes, a bed to set my spawn point. No big deal, right? And that way, even if we die, we're still not, you know, terribly off. Gives us a little station where we can resupply, rest if we need to. You know what? I think I'm gonna just hold off on this little project. It's a good project, and we've set our spawn. See? Down there in the bottom left. Spawn point enabled. So that is where we will spawn if we die. And I honestly think that that's all we really need to do here. I don't really think that we need to worry too much about anything else. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw that bark in there. We're going to throw that in there. Hell, we might as well throw that in there. Now the fire is fully stocked, and when we come back to it, if we come back to it, there will be fuel in the fire. And yeah. So as you can see, we have 4 logs here. We got some rope. We have some sticks. I think I'm going to go find a bush, because having extra sticks is never a bad thing, especially if you're using spike trap method. Yeah, there we go, exactly. Now we're going to go hit that POI. Let's go and hit the one that Mike might be at, because I feel like that one, I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling like there's going to be good things there for us. Oh, before all that, though, we are... Where are we? We're here. Let's say here. No, we'll make it blue. We'll just label that Camp 1. And yeah, so that'll be... Now we know where we can go to rest up. If we need to, we are going to want to put a roof on that and some walls. And that's because if we wind up having to be there in winter, it will at least hold heat. But it's not meant to be a permanent outpost. It's not our main base. It's just a little place where if we find ourselves caught out, we can camp there instead of trying to camp on the road or somewhere else that's just way less safe. I don't love this. I don't. He's fucking running away. Holy hell. Now, he'll be back. Eventually. We chased him off, for the most part. I don't know where he would have gone. And did he like just like despawn or something? Weird. I'm not going to waste too much time on it. The thing is, you only get so much daylight, and daylight's burning. So let's carry on. We move on, friends. Suppose should be careful though, because you know he could be around here, I guess. One thing I didn't show you guys, I meant to touch on it earlier. So these green dots on the map are POIs. I think I touched on that particular thing. There's also a legend here, obviously. Caves are something that we set up our base for. And that's where you can get minerals from. This is a trader. That's where we buy stuff. So I think there's 2 of them. Yeah, there's just the 2 of them, it looks like. Now Mike can spawn here. And I think he can spawn over here. It's like 2 locations. I'm pretty sure those are them. But I know this is one of them because this is where I found him last time. Oh, there's another guy. These guys, man, I tell you. Oh, we're on top of the combat today. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, look at that. Coins and an iron ingot. Or, well, an iron thing. Iron ore. Iron ore. Okay, we're gonna eat that. We're gonna eat that one too. Eat it. Thank you. Yeah. So once we come out from around the bend here, we're gonna find another POI, and I don't like this one. There's a lot of Vambies. Having a lot of Vambies is not the problem. Having a lot of Vambies that duck in and out of behind large buildings, that's the problem. I don't like that at all. But you know what? It is what it is, and well, we aren't here because it's easy. So I should have enough for like rope at least for like a dozen spike traps, and my God, I hope that's enough. But even if it's not, we do have some things going for us. Oop, time to drink some. Need some of that. There we go. Bob's your uncle. And we are still going the right way. I don't know why, but for some reason it turns you around sometimes. That's just not good. So the way we're going to roll this is we're going to roll up. We're going to check and see if Mike is there. If he's not there, that's fine. That's gravy. If he is there, we're going to throw him in the cart. Oh, there we go. Here we are. Oh, wait. Is this even... Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, this is the right place. Okay, so... Or at least I'm pretty sure it's the right place. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, we're short on sticks. Because of course we are. Alright. Here we are. We've got our sticks. So first stop, guys, always build your defensive, like your backup. Always that. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, we don't have all the stuff for that, but... Oh, we just found heaven, guys. We just found heaven. Alright. What the... I don't know what that sound was, I'm not going to lie to you. It's kind of scary. I don't like the fact that I don't know what's out there. After all, the night is dark and full of scorpions. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah. I think that's a fox or a raccoon, that sound. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, it's a... Ah! Hey! No. Stop it! Rude. Yeah, see, you don't get nearly as much from stuff when you don't have a butcher's table, and I'm pretty sure I'm absolutely... Yeah, I'm out of water. Is there water over here? Where's the nearest water? Oh, man, we are so far from water. Yeah, no. Okay. No, that's fine, though. That is fine, and the reason that is fine is right there. Big red. Big red. Oh, how we missed you. Oh, we got some bandages. We got some baked potatoes. Found some clay there. Don't need clay though. That's not what we're looking for. Yeah, you know what? Coal, okay. Yeah, sure. We'll take some of that. Yeah, see, and we're already chockered. That's okay though. That is exactly why we brought this. Um, all kinds of good stuff in here though. We've got some cooked meat. I don't think I'm going to be able to eat that. Yeah, whatever, we'll take the clay. Oh, there's our first mechanical part. Disappointingly, no water in here, or anything else along those lines, really, for that matter. Very disappointed, very disappointed. But it's okay, it's okay. You don't find everything all the time. This is Big Red. 15 mechanical parts, iron ingots, steel ingots, and plastic. Like none of which we have at the moment on us. So, absolutely worthless to us in the moment. However, now that we've found Big Red, we can mark it on the map. And that is important. And we'll just have to remember that Big Red is actually here. Yeah, exactly. There's a tech page, which is really what we came here for in the first place. We found Big Red, we came for the tech, and yeah. So steel's a strange one. You need iron ore and lead ore, I believe. And you need them in equal proportions. Plastic, mechanical parts. I don't know why we're hanging on to this, but yeah, no, we don't want that. That's not, no. So that's empty. And then further up the road here, in that building with the orange trimming, that's where we're going to find Mike. If he's there. If he's there. Again, we don't know that he's there, but I mean, wow, wouldn't that be nice, right? Find the truck and Mike at the same time. Wow. That would be something. Couple guys over there, guy over there. Um, can't use that. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh. So that may seem counterproductive of me to actually kill them while they're on the spikes. But if the other guys were to come at us in that moment and they were to break the spikes by making contact, like we saw in like the third episode, that guy that was not dead yet would go free, and he would proceed to cause problems for us. So we just don't take that chance. If we have the opportunity to kill them while they're trapped on one of those, we do it. Yeah. See. Okay. So Mike's not here, so that means he's in the other location. But this is where he would be if he was here. Okay, we got all that. Okay, so we're gonna... Is that steel fragments? No, it's iron fragments. Okay. I was like, holy heck. Rolling big on the dice today. No. We're not that lucky. Of course we're not that lucky. Alright, come and get it, big boy. It should be noted that they're only going to break free when they initially make... Oh, hello. Are you coming, guy? Oh, he... That is them despawning, by the way, that puff of smoke. Apparently, I got close enough that, he could notice me, and... There we go. I got close enough that he could notice me, and then got out of threat range, and, yeah, he just didn't know what to do with that, and disappeared. I guess. That's what I'm guessing happened. I don't actually know. Because that's weird. I don't think I've seen that before. So okay, so we've gotten all this. So guys, we're gonna head back to the outpost, and I think that's where we're gonna call it for now. I think, yeah, it's been about a day. We'll probably go until nightfall, and then we'll call it a day. But we are for sure going to get back to camp. Do I have anything that would allow me to... I have my stew. I don't like that answer, but... whatever. I guess it's. I guess it is the answer for now. By the way, if you notice I keep toggling my vitals on and off, I'm not meaning to do that. That's accidental, completely accidental. And if you wind up doing that and turning off your interface while you're playing along or whatever, you hit G, and it turns it on and off. See? There you go. So if you guys are watching, and I'm sure you're probably not watching from town here, but where are you guys watching from? I don't need like a city or a town, just like a province or state or whatever, and country. Where are you from? Where are you watching from? How far has this made it? Give me a shout in the comments, and tell me your country or tell me your province, state, whatever, territory, county, I guess, shire, whatever. Let me know where you're at. It'd be interesting to know how far these actually go. How many people are seeing this? Let's throw that in there. Yeah, see, for some reason it turns me around, but I think that might be because I'm facing that way to grab the cart. I don't know. Oh, is that? Nope. Stop it. Oh, by the way, since I know I haven't dealt with this in previous episodes, if you pick up an animal and you throw it in the cart, it will stay good forever. Literally ever. You never have to worry about it going bad or rotting away or despawning. If you put it in a cart, it will stay there forever. And I'm not sure how exactly that works. I'm kind of afraid to ask, but I'll take it all day. Why not, right? I mean, I've seen stranger things in games, so in some games you just throw stuff down. I mean, I love Valheim. I love my survival games. I love Valheim, but if you throw stuff down, it just has to be in the radius of a workbench, and it will never despawn. It never goes bad. It never expires. It's always good, and it's like, why is a workbench that powerful? I'm not complaining, because, like I said, I love my Valheim, but that is one aspect of the game that doesn't make a ton of sense. Why would a workbench prevent things from despawning? But I guess it makes some level of sense. Somewhat. Kind of. Doesn't make all the sense in the world, but it does make enough sense, and I think that's the important part. Is that it makes enough sense. It doesn't have to make total sense. It just has to make enough sense. All right. So you'll notice we got another liver with 18 minutes left. Yes. We're gonna cook us a meal. We're gonna eat good tonight, boys. Eating good in the neighborhood. I'm saying, isn't that what slogan is that? I don't remember. God, that's a jingle from my childhood, and I don't remember where it's from, but yeah. Let's eat those. Yeah, I'm sure. Right? So it's a good thing we set up this little refueling station, because I'm going to be honest with you, if we had to run that all the way back, I don't think we'd make it. In fact, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't. I just don't think there's any way we would have. And that's okay. I think that's okay. You know what? I think little outposts like this probably have their place. All right, cooked liver. Let's go ahead and eat that up. Yummy, yummy. More health. Woot. Well, not yet, but can I cook these? No, I can't. Can I cook? Oh, I can cook potatoes. Let's cook those. So I cannot cook corn, which is really weird. I don't know. Seems to me like corn should be something that you could cook. Again, not complaining, not making a commentary. I'm just saying, or well, I guess I am making a commentary, but I'm not like saying that the developer has to change that or anything. Like that's not what I'm saying. Just saying that grilled corn exists, and you know we should maybe consider making that a part of our diet on this game. For funsies. Okay, can access it from there. Beautiful. Oh, stop. Is there a roof that I can make that only involves logs? I doubt it. I don't know if it takes planks. Yeah. No, exactly. Okay, that's kind of what I figured. That's what I figured. Okay, strangely enough, baked potatoes also last 12 hours. Interesting. Would not have expected that. Not going to complain about it though. Not complaining. Just unexpected. Ooh, a splint. I like that. 4 cans of oil for our saw bench when we get it. So we're going to call it here. We're going to put the fire out. We're going to call it here. And next time, when we come back, we're going to, I guess, have our breakfast, and we're going to sleep for the night. And then we're going to hit the next POI on the road home. And that should be fun and exciting too. So I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great one.